What's next for Litecoin and Bitcoin? What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. I hope everybody's having a fabulous weekend. We're going to take a look at the charts real quick. Sorry, it's late. I usually do morning updates. I've been busy this weekend. So, yeah, we're going to look at the charts. First, I want to remind you guys, definitely check out the description box below the video. There's a free Discord group in there. Awesome community, guys. Don't get sucked into the paid groups that you'll learn the same things you do in the free group. So don't get sucked in and wasting your money, guys. Also, there's some affiliate links in there that really help the channel out if you guys can use them. There's some exchange links in there if you want to try leverage trading. You'll get some bonuses if you sign up with them. Definitely check them out if you can. If you can't, that's all right too. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind it's still a speculative market. Do not put in more than you're willing to lose. And with that being said, let's take a look at the charts. If you're new here or you haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand side of the screen to get you subscribed to the channel. If you tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos, as I do post new videos every day. I also do some live streams, so as long as you got the notification bell ticked, then it will notify you when I do it. So smash the likes, leave your comments, let me know what you think. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at in the market, and I'm looking at hidden bullish divergence still here in the weekly. That's higher lows in the price action, lower lows in the RSI for the weekly on Litecoin. I'm going to take a look at the daily. And as you can see, I still have this target down here at the 64. I do believe we're still going to hit that range. Somewhere in that range, 64, 65, somewhere in there. And that being this bottom trend line right here. Also, you can see the volume is declining. I do believe we're going to have a massive move up here within the next couple weeks, possibly next week. I want to take a look in the RSI real quick and show you guys there's higher lows in the RSI, lower lows in the price action. That is regular divergence. So I definitely think we're going to have a pretty damn big move up here. I do think we're going to come down to the $64 to $65 range first, and then I believe we will start getting a nice pump from there. So I want to point out in the RSI, we were in this yellow rising channel, and we fell out of it in this white falling channel here. We seem to be in a falling broadening wedge here. I do believe we could come down a little bit before coming up and attempting to break this. Let me, I'm going to clone this line real quick and just put it down here. This could be what we're looking at. We could be coming back out of this in another rising channel. Of course, there's no guarantees. We'll have to see how that plays out. I want to also look at my price target here. And show you guys what I've been looking at. This is the longer term price target, guys. This is the cup and handle that I've been watching. This would be the handle forming here. Neckline at the $46 range. And we brought this up to the 46 range. If we do break at the top of this handle at the 146 area, my target is 270 from there. That is not my end of the year target. That's just my target from the breakout of the cup and handle. Oh, how I got this on here, I can't get off. There we go. Sorry about that. This off here. I got a different mouse today, and actually I do not like it. It doesn't seem to be working worth a crap, but I will get through this video first. All right, so looking at the price action here, we're in this falling channel. Possibility we break out of it here, and that would be a break of this falling wedge here in the yellow. Let me thicken these lines up so you guys can see them. I don't know why that moved, but Move it back. All right. Thicken this up so you can see it. This is the main area I want to keep an eye on. And as you can see, we have a series of touches here. There's 2 or 3 down here, 2 or 3 right here. And we have some up here, some up here. And we also have this. Let me get the RSI off there. I still want to point out though, in the RSI, right here we're getting higher lows in the RSI, lower lows in the price action. That's hidden bullish divergent, or I'm sorry, that's bullish divergence. So definitely, like I said, we could be coming down to this $64 range and breaking through. But we need to watch here. If we can break above this trend line, which is around the $74 range, we'll probably get a nice move up. Maybe get up to the 55 EMA at the 75.65. If we can break that and make it support, that'll be definitely a nice move for coming up towards this blue trend line here. Zoom out so you can see it. This blue long-term trend line off of these lows over here, and we broke down right here. We come up, I do believe, if we can break through this descending channel in here, I think we're gonna come up towards the 86.51 range. But like I said, first off, I think we're gonna come down to the 64. I really still see that unless we can break out of this channel. Break out of this channel, then we're headed up to the $86 range, 86.50, which would also be the top of this falling broadening wedge. And if that does break, guys, the measured move of that, and again, these measured moves do not mean that we shoot straight up in one big green candle. It could be months. But my measured move off that is the 170 range, which is in confluence with the highs back here. Right back in this area, we had a lot of trading action right in that area. So definitely makes sense. We could break up there, come back down, retest this, or even retest back to the 120s and then continue up. But until that happens, you know, it is what it is. Let's look at Bitcoin. This is pretty interesting, something I wanted to look at. I've been pointing this out to you guys. You can see what happened back here in 2016. It resembles what's going on right now. And as you can see, we got the 2 touches down here, came up to the top and broke out of the falling wedge, and it was a huge move up, which is also a bull flag in the RSI. Also, I know a lot of people are calling this a triangle, and I'm going to show you why I think that's probably going to be a bear trap for people and get people wrecked. It's just my opinion, but it is possible, and I'll show you why here in a minute. First off, I want to do a measured move of this as the flagpole and move that up to the top of the flag. That gets us around the $21,000. You guys been watching me, you know this line here was my confirmation of a bull trend. It was resistance, resistance, broke through, support, 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 and we're getting support now. But like I said, I do believe we're probably going to drop a little bit lower, and I'm going to show you why. But I do want to also point out, now keep in mind, we could continue up from here, but keep in mind, we're still having the declining volume, and this is on the weekly, guys. We'll look at it on the daily too. But our volume's still declining while we're in this formation. That's a good sign. I do believe we're going to most likely pop up by looking at this wedge. We could, what is there left today? A half hour left. We could drop down more, but we'll have to check it out. We got all day tomorrow too, so I do believe we're most likely going to come down to this target. I'm going to show you now. Let's go into the daily, and we'll look at the RSI there too. In the daily, we've been watching this. Let me get in where we can see it. We've been watching this falling broadening wedge or descending broadening wedge. I also have this dotted line drawn in here, which has been support 1, 2, 3 times. like I said, I do believe it's possible we're going to come back down here, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in the price action. That would be bringing us down to most likely tomorrow, down to the 9650 range, somewhere in there, 9600 to 9650. And I believe, show you, people have been watching this as a descending triangle, or a bull flag or a pennant. I do not think it's a pennant. What I think it is a bull flag, and I'll show you the Elliott wave count for that. Would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it would be A, B, C, D. Don't want to be A, B, C, D, and E doesn't always come down to the bottom. E could also come down here to the 8600, and worst case down to the mid 7000s. But I believe this white line is going to hold here. But I do believe we're going to get down to the 96-ish area, and I'll show you. I believe people are going to think that's a bull trap because people have been drawing this in here like this. And once that drops below, they're going to think it's, you know, everybody's going to short here. I believe there's going to be a huge short squeeze, and that's what's going to trigger this next move. Again, guys, I could be wrong. So if this doesn't hold, my next target is the 8650 range, and then like I said, the low 7000s, 74, between 72 and 7500, which would be the bottom of this bull flag, and then continue up from there. But I don't see it ever going below that. I feel pretty strongly about this holding the 9650 range. We'll probably most likely find out tomorrow. Going to the 4-hour. And looking at the 4-hour, you can see I have a wedge drawn in here in the RSI, which we could move this over to here, and it could be a falling channel also, but I'm looking at it more as a wedge here. And I do believe this would be that 9600 area to come back down there and test that. So like I said, I still think strongly that we're going to go to that area, and I'm going to show you another reason why here. We look at this as a rising wedge, and we broke down yesterday or this morning. I don't remember which. I haven't been watching the charts, but we broke down right in this area. That measured move would get us right down to, would actually be, it'd be around the $9,700 range. So between 96, 9,700, that's where I believe we're going to go down to and get our bounce. And most likely that bounce, guys, will get us out of this rising wedge or falling broadening wedge. And the measured move of that, depending on where we break out, bring us up to a target of right around the 13.3, somewhere in that range, 13.3, 13.4. It all depends on where we break out. The longer it takes to break that, the lower that target will be. But I do feel strongly that we're most likely going to break that. I want to show you one more thing right here. The Bitcoin, let me tell you one more thing, I guess. The break of this falling wedge would be around, if we were to go straight up now, which I highly doubt we're gonna, would be around the 10,450. But if it was sometime tomorrow, we could go, say, around the 10,350. If we break that, we're most likely headed up. This was big resistance right here at 10,500. Like I said, it'd be a good sign. If we break past 10,500, we're most likely headed up to at least 10.9 to 11,000, and then if we can break that, test the top of this bull flag and continue up from there. This could be next week, could be, you know, a couple weeks, but I do believe we're headed up, guys, after this low here. But again, like I said, if this doesn't hold, then we're looking down at these lower lows. So either way, I'd not bearish at all in the macro. Even if we went down to the 7,400, that's just the bottom of the bull flag, even though I don't think that's going to hit at all. But I would still be bullish there, guys. anyways, let's go to Bitcoin daily versus the gold weekly, and why I believe we're going to hit 46,000 by the end of the year. It's pretty obvious why. Patterns are patterns, and this pattern is still playing out beautifully, guys. They're not going to be exact. It's impossible for them to be exact, but you get the idea. Same thing, we had 2 touches on this bottom trend line before breaking through. And if you haven't seen all these explained, go ahead and check out my previous videos. I explained it in all the end of them. But I did want to show you guys, I measured the top of the all-time high on Bitcoin here up to the 46,000 range. That's about 133%. And I do believe we'll hit that by the end of the year. That's not to say it's the end of this bull market. I believe we'll have a correction and then continue up. In 2020 to 2021, I believe we're going to see a 6-digit Bitcoin. And that's my opinion. Do your own due diligence and your own research. But I did the same thing off the top of the gold high here, where it topped out, and that measured about the 121%. So it's pretty damn close. Like I said, these patterns play out almost identical, but they're not candle for candle, guys, and they're not exact. You know, it's impossible for them to be exact. It's just, if you ever heard of a fractal, like 2 apples, they're the same but not exactly the same. It's pretty much the same thing. I guess that's the easiest way to describe it. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely click the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. I do post new videos every single day. Smash the likes, leave your comments, let me know what you think, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Take it easy.